Okay, so this is my attempt at at vlogging, if you will. Um, I don't even know if this video will see the light of day. Well, now that I said it, now that I said that, now it has to. Uh, so I've been thinking today, right? Thinking about decisions, and I'm 27 years old, and the question I asked myself today when it came to decisions was, am I happy with the decisions that I've made thus far in life? I don't know why I do this to myself. I do know why, because I'm a overthinker slash deep thinker, whatever. But ask myself, am I happy with the decisions that I've made thus far? And when I think about the decisions I've made overall up until this point, the answer is no. Like, as a whole, I weigh the good with the bad, and as a whole, I would say no. I'm not happy with all the decisions that I've made. Now, with how much that I study gratitude and positive psychology, immediately the question that followed that for me is like, okay, Christian, how do you say that you're not happy with the decisions that you've made to this point and still live with no regret? Because if you can say that you're not happy with those decisions, that means that you have some things that you would go back and you would change, meaning you have some regrets. I pondered that for a little while, and then I worked that out, and I was like, well, no, I know how I can say that and still in the same breath say I don't have any regret, and that's because I can honestly say the good and the bad has all played a part in making me who I am. So I can be grateful for even those experiences that didn't feel so good in the moment, and even when I look back on them, might even feel like I could have done without. In that same thought, I can say, but I'm grateful that it happened. Because then I don't have that experience. I can't connect with somebody that's had a similar experience. So after I worked that out, the question was, okay, what major life decisions are you glad you made? Now, I'm 27. We want to say, well, I've been on my own, legit on my own, since I was about 17, so 10 years on my own. On my own. Like I said, as of right now, I'm not on my own. My parents, my mother in particular, helps me out a ton. Helps me out with my son, helps me out with my living situation. But I'm also not happy with that because I feel like there's some things on that proverbial checklist that we all feel like we should have checked off by a certain point. That's part of why I'm having these thoughts, questioning myself, seeing where I'm at. So I said, okay, what decisions make you jump up and down and say, yes, I am glad I made that decision, major life decisions? I'm going through the list, and I came up with three. Three. In 27 years of living. Three decisions that I'm happy I made in 27 years of living. One, and the crazy part is, each one, when I made it, I didn't really know it was a good decision. I had no idea of knowing how it would turn out. The first one at 17 was joining the Navy. That was a great decision. Major life changer, great decision. The next one didn't happen until 22. Well, I take that back. So two, really, three is like, no, yeah, three. So 17 and then 21, I got into a serious relationship that benefited me very much. I learned a ton from that person. I learned so much from that person about myself, about life, about being in a committed relationship. And mind you, I'm divorced, so I've been married before, but that relationship taught me a lot about myself, who I am in relationships, just about the work. Just she exposed me to a lot in a lot of good ways. So that's the second good decision, and the third one happened at 22, which was deciding to go to college at the school I chose, which was Trinity. So that's like 3 good decisions in 27 years. And I'm like, bro, come on now. Oh, you gotta do better than that. That's what I feel. But I kind of calmed myself down. I said, with the major ones, like not counting the relationship, 17 was like, boom, that was a really good one. 5 years later, I had another good one. And I sit here at 27, in the midst of what I know is a series of small major decisions or big major decisions, one or the other. But to look back at all the decisions that I've made that I'm not ecstatic about kind of sucks. And it's kind of frustrating. And the only silver lining is like, okay, Christian, since 17, your track record is basically every 5 years you make a really good decision. So this would be that time, 27. So I'm supposed to be making a good one here shortly. I tell you what, it's sobering to examine yourself, to honestly, to the best of your ability, because I might look back at this later and realize I wasn't even as honest as I could have been in that moment. But I sit at 27, literally trying to construct a plan going forward that is all-encompassing. Because before I'd say 4 years ago, I wasn't concerned with like passion or fulfillment. I wasn't concerned with doing something that made my soul feel on fire. I wasn't concerned with that. I was concerned with being a good father to my son, working a job that made me enough money to be comfortable. I wasn't concerned with abundance. I wasn't trying to not only have enough to bless me and my family, but bless others. I wasn't concerned with that. I've changed. I am concerned with living life on purpose. I am concerned with working in a job that provides me fulfillment, using my gifts to better those that I immediately have contact with, perfecting my gifts, getting better at my crafts, using my skills to change situations and bring people closer together and remind people of how empowered a life they could live. So now that's like a really big thing for me. I had been living in such an opposite place from that prior to my life, and even living in a place of self-doubt, feeling unworthy of some of the things that people would say about me, that I'm a leader and that I have gifts and all of that. Because I lived so far on the other side of that, when I finally stepped into that, I stepped into it so excited, right? So ecstatic, engrossed with the idea of living my life passionately, that I did so and am doing so without having effectively planned. And that's frustrating because I can wake up and go to work every day and know that I'm doing work not only that is good work, serving others, but also fulfilling me and pushing me and pressing me to be the best that I can be. I know that. But as a man, I know that I've been irresponsible. And that's frustrating. And I don't like feeling frustrated because I know frustration is one of the most useless emotions known to man. So I'm not staying there. I'm thinking out loud. But yeah, confessions of a 27-year-old passion-filled young man.